What is up, everybody? You are listening to Movie Trailer Reviews, and we are back to get another film out of the motherfucking way. God, we saw Kidnap. Kidnap is that Halle Berry film that you're seeing trailers for, where her beautiful little light-skinned baby boy Frankie gets kidnapped by some motherfucker in a Mustang-looking car. And she tries her black ass motherly damnedest to get her baby back. And it was shot in New Orleans. And it is 85. Hold on, let me get the exact running time for this movie. It is 95 motherfucking minutes of a Chrysler ad. Chrysler really wants to sell you town and country cars.
You're not supposed to give your opinion this early on.
The hell I'm not. This is a review. We're reviewing.
To summarize it first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some people want to see this movie.
I just summarized it. I just told them what it was about.
Not it.
You want to read the summary of one sentence? They didn't even put more
than... mother stops at nothing to recover her kidnapped son.
There you go. And the first picture you see is her hanging her head out of the damn Chrysler car. This is exactly what the fuck y'all expect it to be. If you have seen the trailers for this, there's nothing. What you saw is what the hell you're going to get. It is Halle Berry with no other known named actor nor actress you have ever heard of or seen in this movie. She is completely responsible for carrying it by herself for 95 minutes. Like, listen, I know Halle Berry is beautiful for people to look at. I know men go see Halle Berry films because she's a beautiful woman and all of that bullshit, but they ain't got nothing to do with having to carry a film for 95 minutes. At least 80 minutes of this film is her talking to herself in that damn van.
Plot summaries really be telling the whole movie.
Not really. I didn't tell any.
No.
That's of course. Okay, so let's figure. Let me explain to you why that whole plot summary is up here. Because typically this doesn't happen. We're on the wiki page.
Whole plot.
We're on the wiki page for this movie right now, and like Ashley's saying, they have the whole plot up here. The reason they have the whole plot is the film. Let me go back. Let me start back at the top. The development of the film goes like this. Back in June 2009, they got this idea. In October of 2014, they started shooting it. They were done in December of the same year, but they didn't release it until 2017. Now, Wikipedia tries to be slick and thinks that people won't scroll to the bottom to the production and the release scheduling to read the rest, but my black ass will, because I got time. And as it goes, this film was previously scheduled for release on October 9th, 2015. But in July of 2015, Relativity pushed back the film to February 26th of 2016 because the company was facing financial crisis, before being rescheduled to May 13th of 2016, then December 2nd, 2016, and pulled off the schedule again. It was slated for release on March 10th, 2017, but was delayed again after Relativity lost the rights of the film, which is why at the beginning of this film, you see that it was produced by 3 different studios.
Before we proceed.
For no damn reason. And then Avron Pictures, the new distributor of the film, has intended to release it to motherfucking morrow.
Your southern accent is delicious right now.
And it is coming out. This film and my accent. This film is goddamn awful. It is terrible. The way the chase scenes are shot is terrible. Halle Berry's acting is terrible. Her superhero black mother is terrible. Like, we had a conversation with a couple of the hosts from the Apocalypse after this. And frankly, we all agreed that Taraji P. Henson would have been a better lead black superhero mother.
I came up with that, and y'all didn't agree.
Okay, well, we did agree.
I said it. And
that doesn't mean we didn't agree.
Everybody else agreed.
But you just said we didn't agree.
But that's kind of like, we all said it at the same time. But no, I said it, and that was it. And then everyone was like, yeah, Ash, you're right.
That didn't happen.
It.
The budget for this film was a remarkable $20 million. And as so far, it has made $146,000. Now, some of y'all are going, well, I know they never released it, but I know I saw trailers for this 2 years ago. You did. They released the trailer for this on YouTube like 2 years ago, and then it just disappeared. And then it just
Let's pretend that
reappeared. it was slumbering, and then it just woke the fuck up earlier this year, and they was like, "Oh, we gonna release it, y'all. Y'all thought we forgot. We didn't forget.
We didn't forget. We just got some money now."
Yeah. So, God, this will be fun. So this film opens, and this is when I knew this film was gonna be bad. This is when every film that's gonna be bad has a moment that you could miss, but that I most of the time catch that lets me know it's about to be a piece of cinematic shit. And that moment was when the opening of this film, they are showing the young man that played the young kid that plays her son.
Oh, you're right, young man.
The young man, yeah, that baby was old as fuck. Okay, the young boy that plays her son, Frankie Dyson, his name is Sage Coria, which sounds like either an eye infection or a seasoning.
Correa.
I'm gonna go with Sage Coria.
Do you know?
Either way, I would say that the young man could act, but he was only in about 3 minutes of the film, which is not fair to him because Holly stole.
When you're kidnapped, you're not gonna have a whole lot of a role in the film.
I know. So the moment I knew it was a piece of shit was when they started playing old footage of him as a baby, and they do it from when he's an infant all the way up to maybe when he's about I would say about 4 years old.
Yes, and that was very precious. And you're sitting there like,
Now, Ashley thought it was precious. But Phenom was watching the scenes going, they made Halle Berry watch old home movies of this actor and voice over it like she was there in the videos. So basically, you would have like in a video him playing with a stick outside, and you would hear Halle Berry literally talking over the video going, "Oh, what you doing, baby? Did you pick up a stick?
it didn't sound
Is that a stick?
bad.
Oh, that's a stick. What you put down that stick? That's a beautiful stick. Oh, you so precious. I love you, Frankie." She just kept doing that. And you could clearly tell that she was just watching the videos and making that shit up as she was watching the video. They didn't even take the time to like better sync and compress the audio to make it sound like at least she was in the video. At that point, I knew it was going to be a piece of shit.
But if you're inclined and you notice things like that, you'll care about it. But if you don't, you'll just think it's a cute ass opening like I did.
I ain't hear a bunch of oohs and ahs.
We thought it was cute. All the regulars.
Sure. So the film jumps into him at age 25, and she is working in a diner making minimum nothing.
You said age 25?
No, I said age 16. And she's making minimum nothing working in a diner. And little Frankie stole some little kid's crayons, and he is drawing.
Those are the diner crayons.
Yeah, but he stole them from a kid because that grown man shouldn't have been drawing.
Draw a picture for mommy.
Yeah, but that's what you don't tell that to your 20-year-old son. Okay.
He's like really like 10 years old, and he's playing a 6-year-old, and it's just poorly done.
He's like 10 years old playing a 6-year-old playing with baby toys.
And he's like, "Mommy, I made a picture."
No, it was more like, "Mommy, I made a picture."
No, he has a high voice.
No, he had a grown man voice.
Yet.
He had a grown man voice.
Looks like he has.
Mommy, I'm being kidnapped. Oh, I won't be able to go to work today if I get kidnapped.
Anyway, she's like, "Make a picture for mommy."
Right, she just keeps doing that. It's really annoying.
That's how she talks to him the whole time.
Her baby voice is annoying as fuck.
Oh, did you make that for mom?
Listen, she picked this boy up in the diner and his feet were still on the ground. Okay, that's how big that boy was. He's too old to be playing a little kid that gets kidnapped. And the moment I knew it was bullshit was the intro home movies. The moment I knew it was a car sales ad was, we just told y'all she worked at a diner for minimum nothing per hour. But when she leaves the diner to take Frankie to the park to play at the park, she gets into like a 2018 Town and Country fully loaded Chrysler.
When this movie was played.
Okay, so let's assume then it was a 2015 fully loaded Town and Country Chrysler, y'all.
I mean, nobody wants a minivan, but I was kind of looking at it in the movie like, man.
They made that minivan seem like it had NOS built into it, all right, when she was doing them chase scenes. I drove my parents' Windstar when I was in high school. They don't got that kick, dog.
I mean, that's an old one.
Vans don't kick like that.
I mean,
they're
this
big,
is
heavy cars.
2015.
And it's going to drive like a van.
I mean, and it's not going to drive forever like it did in the movie.
It's going to drive like a van. Either way,
She never stopped for gas.
Either way, it is probably a $55,000-$60,000 car, and she works at a goddamn diner.
Really? That's how much minivans cost?
You want to look up a 2017 Chrysler?
Paying that for a minivan?
You can't look it up right now. We're doing a review.
Okay. Anyway, so it was because there was a lot of focusing on some of the nice things in the car, like the TV in the back seat.
Fully loaded leather.
Fully loaded.
Yeah, on a diner's salary. On a diner waitress's salary.
Stupid vegetable cartoon.
What the fuck was he watching? It was a superhero veggie cartoon. Do you realize that's what it was?
You know what I want to say that is?
What?
And I'm not sure. I know that there was something with our previous administration where there was like, trying to get kids to eat vegetables, and there was some guy who made a cartoon about it, and it was like a superhero.
That motherfucker's making a lot of money today. I think
that's what he was watching. Because it was a part of the Let's Move thing. But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Again, he's making a lot of motherfucking money today.
The vegetables are saving the world. And he's like acting like a 5-year-old in the backseat. But he clearly could be up front, look. Like ordering a latte.
He legit pulled out a fucking baby recorder and spoke into it and then played it back.
Bullshit.
Not to mention, parent, can we stop doing this thing in movies where people are driving cars with kids in the back and they spend most of the time looking back at the child while driving? Yeah. Like, all of these people should die at a stoplight.
Mommy's special boy.
Halle Berry is not a good active
mother. Is she a parent in real life?
I think she is a parent in real life, but she's not good at acting like one. Because it's just annoying.
Lots of people that love Frankie.
Frankie. Sound like a goddamn clump. So she took Frankie to the park. And, I mean, this is all y'all. This happens in the first 10 minutes. This movie didn't waste no motherfucking time snatching this baby up. They got to the park and...
Spoiler alert!
It's not spoilers, it's in the fucking trailer.
We don't know where it happened.
At a park.
I mean, but...
In the trailer, it's a park. You want me to show you the trailer? The trailer, they show a park and they show him getting snatched at it.
I want to see this trailer.
I'm not showing a dumbass trailer for this movie. And this movie would not be so fucking bad if it wasn't so fucking stupid. It's just goddamn dumb. Like, this movie should have ended in the first 15 minutes. And spoiler alert, I'm sorry, but I really don't give two fucks. The first thing that happens after her kid gets snatched, well, the first thing that happened was she took a phone call and turned her back to her child and did not look at him at all while she was on the phone, which is why he got snatched, which is fucking stupid.
Well, there is Marco Polo.
Oh, yeah, that's how she keeps track of her child in this film, y'all. When they're at the playground, she goes,
Marco!
And he goes, Polo. And that's how she knows where he is.
And then she gets this goofy smile.
Right. She did smile every time he responded.
Bad parenting.
So she decides that she's going to take a phone call and walk 5 feet away from him and keep her back turned to him. And every 5 seconds, she'll say,
Marco.
And he'll say, Polo, mommy.
Until there was no polo to her Marco. Right.
And that's when she realized that her baby had been snatched. So what she did was she did a full circle spin and did not see the person that was walking her son away to a car, which she should have seen because this park wasn't that big. She proceeds to walk back to the playground, which is 15 feet away, and finds his little toy on another seat. I don't know why his toy was in a completely different place.
Not to mention, walking away did absolutely nothing because she was at a fucking carnival where it's loud everywhere.
She still couldn't hear on the phone.
Unless you're walking away to your car, there's no reason.
Nope. So she sees the kidnappers snatching little Frankie and throwing him into a car. He's like, what? Mommy. And then they shut the door. And Halle Berry's like, you stealing my baby. So she jumps on the car and hangs off the side of it as it drives up the parking lot. And y'all see this in the trailer.
That's right. She did hold on to the car.
Yeah. She eventually loses her grip and she falls to the ground, but she just happens to fall to the ground right in front of her Chrysler Town Country van, which she is able to then run, unlock, jump in, and throw that bitch into 8th gear because all of a sudden it becomes Fast and Furious Need for Speed.
But she failed to use her OnStar in the car and let people know that her baby was being abducted.
Mind you, she used all that shit later on. Okay. In the film, she used it later on, but she didn't use it when she was in the car. She was like, oh my God, I don't have my phone. But that fucking car had OnStar.
In the streets.
God damn it. Which is also in the trailer, her leaving her phone in the street. And this is where the movie could have ended. This is 15 minutes into the film. So this car that has kidnapped her son, spoiler alert again, drives up to get on the freeway. But there is a stoplight to get onto the freeway. So there's already a car at the light when the other car pulls up. So there's a car sitting at the light. The car with grown man Frankie is in it, pulls up behind that car. She pulls up directly behind the kidnapper's car with her van. This motherfucker proceeds to get out of her car and run up to the window of the kidnapper's car and bang on it like they just gonna roll that shit down and give her directions. So when they don't roll it down, she realizes, oh, if I can just get the attention of the person that's in front of them and tell them not to pull off at the light, then the kidnappers won't be able to go nowhere. I'll have them sandwiched in and I can get Frankie back. So that's what it sounds smart, right? It sounds smart, only that if the person in the car in the front thinks you're a crazy black woman banging on his window, getting on the freeway in an area that probably has a lot of poor people who ask for change all the time, he'll probably think that you're trying to either carjack him or you're a crazy black woman trying to break into his fucking car and find some change. So that doesn't work. That person pulls off. The other car pulls off. She then has to run 2 car lengths back to get in her van to continue the chase of this fucking car.
You remember sufficient detail.
I hated this movie. And here's where this is why this scene could have ended. And we talked about this on the 40 Acres podcast. This scene could have ended. This movie could have ended right then and there if she just took her fucking van and rammed it into the kidnapper's car, which would have rammed their car into the car in front of them, which would have caused a debacle of chaos, of accident chaos.
She was afraid to have her Chrysler hit another car.
And no, at that scene she was. In every other scene in the film, she was completely fine running into, ramming shit and rolling over shit. But at the pivotal point where she could have just crashed into the back of this car and that car crashed into the front car and the car in the front was a white dude, so he would have get out asking for people's insurance cards, that would have been it. But that's not what she did. So the chase is on. And we had to sit for like 50 minutes and watch Halle Berry facial reactions. Halle Berry facial react. I'm not fixing her name.
Facial.
How you do this again, Barry? Facial reactions. Her screaming, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Every time something happens, oh my God, oh my God.
Talking to her son like he's in the car.
Right. She's like, Frankie, I'm coming for you, baby. I'm coming for you. I'm going to get you. We're going to get you out of that car. Mommy's going to get you out of that car. Mommy's not going to let anything happen to you, Frankie. She does this for like 50 minutes, y'all. She even prays. At one point, she prays. She starts off the prayer with, God, I know I'm only calling you when I need things, or when somebody's sick, or when there's stuff going on in my life.
When I'm on an airplane.
Right, or when I'm on an airplane. And I felt like she was mocking Christian people that pray in films by doing this. And then she proceeds to go, but if you do this one thing for me, God, if you just give me my Frankie back.
Lord, if you give me my Frankie back.
I'll go to church every third Sunday, Lord.
I'll make it to the sunrise.
I'm tired. So that's what you get. It is just dumb after dumb after dumb.
Just too much dumb. Even too much dumb for me.
It's just, wow. Don't speak highly of yourself.
I mean, I can kind of bear with some dumbness.
I get it. I can too. But this is not entertaining dumb. It's just frustrating dumb. Because every time that she could get her kid back.
You just want to run over people for her. You just want to ram your car into people's cars.
Yeah, it just...
do everything she's not doing.
They really thought she could carry this whole film, despite how bad it is. They knew it couldn't. And there's no way you can tell me this film tested positively with audiences. And
tested positive. You make it seem like...
oh, that it had HIV?
It didn't have HIV.
I mean, this film kind of does have HIV.
Did it have syphilis?
It has the syphil. This shit got the clap. Got the clap back, got the clap under, the thunderclap. It's got a lot of clapping going on. All right.
That was weird.
It was. So I just, like, this is one of those films that if you had planned to go see this shit, go see it. Pay full price.
No, don't pay full price.
Man, fuck that shit. Take your old simple ass to go to this movie, pay full price, buy a big tub of popcorn, big ass drink, a box of jujubes, and sit there and get your fucking life watching this cinematic Lifetime piece of shit $20 million invested ass fucking film. Okay? Be proud that you went to see this shit because it's terrible. Halle Berry in it is terrible. And poor Frankie really should, his full custody of him needs to be given to the father. All right? That's just how I'm feeling about this film. But maybe, Ashley, maybe you feel different.
I think it was awful.
But you were clenching my shirt the whole movie like you was in suspense.
I mean, it was very suspenseful. I had my moments where I feared something might die. But other than that, it was fine.
I think my favorite scene in the movie is where they hit this 115-pound blonde girl at full speed with a Volvo station wagon.
What did you just say she was?
She was like a 115-pound blonde white girl.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought you were talking about somebody else.
Yeah, and the kidnapper runs directly into her.
There was a lot of indirect casualties.
Oh, a lot of people died in this movie.
As a result, which we kind of just gloss over in this movie. Like, I created a train accident trying to follow this person.
Oh, yeah, a whole lot of innocent people were killed for Frankie.
Mad. Like, it kind of like, you know, it was kind of really fucked up.
You're kind of fucking up my flow, though, right now.
Sorry.
The white girl that got hit by the Volvo station wagon.
I mean, whatever. I was insignificant.
She got hit, smashed her head on the windshield, and flipped up into the air and then fell on the ground.
Well, given all the other casualties, that was like potatoes.
Really? Well,
stand up.
Okay, it did turn into Transformers 3 on the highway when that one van flipped.
We all kind of were like,
in slow motion. And there's like a film where she's holding the steering wheel at an angle like she's doing a donut, but she's not doing a donut. She's driving straight up the road, and I didn't understand why you would hold the steering wheel at an angle if you would drive. It's a stupid movie, man. It's a stupid fucking movie. I shouldn't even be asking all these questions. What the fuck rating do you give this movie, Ashley?
I give it a 3.5.
Wow.
And the half is because, well, a positive ending.
I give this movie a don't have any more fucking kids out of 10, Halle Berry. Don't have any more kids.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I just want to say that.
Movie kids.
He's done some okay things.
Name them. Let's go down the list.
Flintstones?
No, did you just say the good? All right, y'all. This has been MTR Network.
Wasn't she in the Flintstones though?
She was. This has been MTR Network, y'all. We will holler at you next time when Ashley doesn't say things like the Flintstones is a good movie. What?
Continue to listen to the MTR Network. I kind of want to just promote things.
Make sure y'all go to the MTR Network store and copy some gear. Make sure you go to where'smy40acres.com/store and copy some gear. And use birth control. We'll holler at y'all next time. Kidnap.
And take it every day if it's a pill.
Kidnapped. Should have been named Nap Kid. Peace.